thinking I'm smart, thinking I know everything. In actuality, I'm smart enough to get myself into trouble. And my sister's like, Asha, you joined a cult? Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Asha. I'm new to the YouTube world. So you could expect like story times, vlogs, lifestyle. I'm a cosmetologist, so beauty content and all that. So today's video is a story time on how I accidentally joined a cult. So basically what happened was I was living in New York at the time. This was 2017, I believe. I was about 18, and I could have been 19, but I think I was 18. And I was working downtown 34th Street, H&M, Penn Station. And so this was after work. It was about summertime, and I was walking to Times Square. Something pretty normal. I always used to like to walk Times Square, catch the festivities, the street dancers, the, you know, just the energies of Times Square. So this particular day, I was walking down Times Square, and I seen this lady. She was talking to some man or whatever. It seemed like she could have been selling something or like, you know, trying to invite people somewhere, which is very normal for the New York culture. They always have people walking around selling comedy tickets, CDs, and just all different types of things, right? Or trying to invite you to events and stuff like that. So she looked really nice. She was well dressed. She was, you know, it was just giving normal lady. If it helps, she was, you know, but yeah. So I wasn't thinking anything of it, and I seen her talking to the guy, and then, you know, I'm walking a little down. She ends up coming up to me, and she's like, "Hey, we're doing IQ testing. Are you interested?" And you know, if you know me, you know, I swear I'm smart. I swear I'm a baby genius. You heard? So I'm like, that was like right up my alley. Like right up my alley. So I'm like, yeah, I want to take an IQ test. Is it free? Like, what's up? She was like, yes, it's free. Like, you know, okay, if it's free, it's me. If it ain't free, it ain't me. Period. Okay. So, yeah, whatever. So, she takes me to this building, and it's a big building or whatever. I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm aware of my low-level surroundings, like what street I'm on and stuff like that. Like, I'm seeing what the outside looks like. I'm not, you know, like basic awareness, but I didn't necessarily look too hard at the building I was going in. I was looking at everything else but the building I was going in. Anyways, we'll come back to that. So we walk in. It's a few other people in there. They're taking their IQ test. It's real quiet. They tell me to sit down. They hand it to me. It's a time test. You take it. Cool. They give me my score. Cool. So after that, they do like this psych eval, like where basically like you kind of just give them a spiel on what's going on. It felt like a therapy session. It felt straight up like a therapy session, and he was just providing answers to my problems, basically. So, I'm like, yeah, I'm loving this, right? I'm like, wow, free therapy session, my IQ tested, like, this was a fun day to me. So after I do the psych eval, they take me to, I think it was like upstairs to another room. And in this room, it's, okay, so they want me to watch this video. And in the room, it's a small room. It's like a blacked out room. It's real dark. It had like a screen in the front of the room or whatever. I was like, it looked like it was supposed to be other people in there with me, but I was the only person. Even the lady didn't sit in there and watch it with me. Like, she left the room. So I'm sitting there, you know, I'm starting to get a little weird feeling slightly. Like, I'm thinking like, I kind of want to get up and leave, but I'm not a confrontational person. At this time, I'm not confrontational at all. Like, I'm very quiet. I'll see things through, but even if I don't like it, you just won't hear from me again, like type thing, right? So the video is, I don't necessarily remember if there's other scenarios, But specifically, I remember very vividly watching the video on this man. He was at like some type of festivity or whatever, and they had boiled eggs. So he ate the boiled egg, and it made him horribly sick. After that, moving forward, anytime he's seen anything with eggs, smelt eggs, anything with eggs, it brought that feeling back up, and he had to throw up, and it made him really sick, like just as though he had eaten the egg, although he didn't eat the egg. So it gives you like the scientific facts of everything and whatnot. Cool, whatever. I'm not thinking too much of it. After I watched the video, they're like, "Oh, how'd you feel? What did it make you feel?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was really good. Like, I feel like I learned something, like that made a lot of sense." So, as I'm about to leave, the lady's like, "Oh, well, if you liked it, like, we have this book. I really, 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 really suggest you get it." Like, they was like really, really pushing for me to get this book. And so I don't remember if it was free or if I paid for it. I want to feel like I paid for it, but I don't remember. So, I'm not thinking anything of anything, right? I get home. This is probably like a couple days later. Fast forward a couple days. I get home from work and the book is there. And my sister's like, "Asha, you joined a cult?" I'm like, "Huh? What are you talking about?" Right? Like, completely like lost. She was like, "Asha, you joined Scientology?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I was downtown or whatever. Remember, I got that IQ test or whatever. I did the research on Scientology, bro. That's as mainstream cults as you gonna get." I was like, how did that go completely over my head? Like, I don't know what I was expecting a cult to look like, or like, one of these types of situations to look like. Like, I had never heard of Scientology before that. I'm like 18, 19, so I'm real green to a lot of things. Like, me thinking I'm smart, thinking I know everything. In actuality, I'm smart enough to get myself into trouble, as my mom would say. So, yeah, okay. Let me back up. After I figured out like what Scientology was and stuff like that, it made me go and do some research on how people get sucked into cults. Cause I'm like, how did that happen to me? So just a couple like pointers. A lot of times they target certain people. They target people that don't have any close family. Okay, mind you, I told them like I'm an open book, and so I know I was talking too much. But yeah, so they target people that don't have like a lot of family or a strong support system, or people that's gonna tell you, "Oh no, that's not good," or whatever. You shouldn't do that. They target people with problems, and like they always close present themselves as the answers to your solution, right? Like they just have all the answers to all your problems. This is everything that you was. Like, a lot of times, like, that, I wouldn't say that's, like, the main things, it's something, like, sometimes, like, they're extremely friendly, and, like, they seem like these amazing people, and that's how they suck you in to, like, join or whatever. Like I said, the lady was so nice, I didn't think anything of it. She was smiling. Like, the other people that she talked to, they wasn't even, like, tripping or anything. Like, yeah. So, after that, I went past that building. Literally. This is why they say be aware of your surroundings. I looked up. It was, I can't remember if it said Church of Scientology or just Scientology. I forgot what it said, but I know in huge letters, all I seen was Scientology. I was like, I walked straight into this building and did not think nothing of it. Like, I can't believe that. I just kicked my cap out. I cannot believe that. I almost got sucked into a cult. Like, it would have been bye-bye Asha. Like, legit, like, if I wasn't living with my sister, I probably would not have known unless knowing me, I like to do research, but I didn't do no research that time. My sister had to be like, hey sis, don't go back to them no more. You should throw that book away. Yeah. So that's basically the story time on how I almost joined a cult, aka Scientology. And for anybody that's young, vulnerable, and looking for answers, be very careful on who you tell your problems to and who you open up to and stuff like that, just because you don't know who is preying on you, okay? Like, that's crazy. But I got a whole bunch of other stories and stuff like that, just like that. Not just like that. I ain't joined like a bunch of cults or nothing, but I got a bunch of like crazy like story times and stuff like that, and just, you know. So if you liked this story and you want to hear more, you got questions, or you just want, like, you know, you like me, hey, you know, subscribe, like, turn on my post notifications, because I definitely will be active on YouTube. So you guys have a wonderful day, and yeah, don't join no cults. Bye.